On the lawsuit between the trial court and employees over the mold at the Roderick Ireland courthouse.
A settlement reached in May to avert a trial is now in jeopardy, and now the issue may end up back in court after all. Western Mass News reporter Paris Dunford joins us live with what this means moving forward. Paris.
Chris, Mary, attorneys for a group of courthouse employees filed a breach of contract for 2 separate reasons. Now it's up to the settlement coordinator to decide what happens next. We spoke to him earlier today. Pat Silk works on the 4th floor of the Roderick Island courthouse in one of the areas where toxic mold was found. She was expecting to come back to work on Wednesday and find her workspace thoroughly cleaned.
There's still dust in the corners, there's cobwebs, some of the surfaces are still dirty. It's just really disheartening.
The deep cleaning was required as a part of the settlement agreement reached back in May between the trial court and courthouse employees who remain concerned about the health impacts of dangerous mold in the building. Now, attorneys are saying the trial court breached their contract by not cleaning up to the standards outlined.
The cavalier approach by leaders from Boston and the trial court is simply disrespectful to Western Mass, and it continues to frustrate all of us.
They also claim that the trial court is dragging their feet in completing the occupational health hazard study, which will look to see if people's health issues are directly linked to the condition of the building. Western Mass News reached out to a representative with the trial court who sent us a statement that reads, quote, "The trial court has received the plaintiff's written allegations of breach and will respond in writing to the settlement coordinator to report on both its completed and its ongoing work on these matters." The allegations of contract breaches were delivered to the settlement coordinator, former Judge John Payne. He now plans to hold a meeting with the parties involved.
Look, this is what we've done. This is what has happened. This is what we're not happy with. This is where we think you've missed the boat, and try to see whether or not we can reach some sort of an agreement with respect to that.
Payne tells us if they cannot come to an agreement, the case may move on to a mediation, bringing it back inside the courtroom. But he says the whole process could take longer than people are expecting.
It's been several decades of waiting for this, and it isn't all going to get resolved in 6 months or so. It's going to take a year or two.
But employees at the courthouse says they're not going to stop fighting.
We will all continue this fight for what we all deserve: a safe courthouse to work in.
Now, Hampden County Sheriff Nick Cochi also reached out to Governor Charlie Baker and the trial court today regarding that deep cleaning that was supposed to take place on Wednesday. He has asked them to, quote, do the right thing and build a new courthouse. Reporting live in Springfield, Paris Dunford for Western Mass News.
Paris.